Hi, so this is how you would do a flower on Onshape, or at least the best way I can think of doing one. So what I did is I started off in the top view and I just drew a circle with a line through the middle of it, and that'll help kind of make that dome shape in the middle later. So what I'm going to do from there is I'm going to do what's called an angled plane. So to start off with, I'm going to do a new sketch on the front, and I drew my circle starting with the center point as the origin. That kind of makes life easier. So just kind of a tip for that. And then I'm going to click use and select my circle so it creates like another line there so I can work off of it. And then I'm going to draw a line from the end point. It could be either side, doesn't matter. And I'm going to dimension that. And you can change this angle as much as you want. I'm going to make it 45 degrees or uh, 40, 45, 180 with 45 subtracted, which is 135. So that way this is at a 45-degree angle. Um, and that's all I'm going to do for that sketch. And this is where I'm going to use this to put a plane at that angle. So I'm going to select plane and I'm going to change this to line angle and then select my line. And notice it'll put a plane that follows that line, but we actually want it rotated. So I'm going to change this to 90. So that way it rotates 90 degrees and it's technically on that line. And now I'm going to draw on that. And this is where I'm going to put my flower petal. And you can draw yours however you want. I'm going to just kind of make mine sharp, I guess, for lack of a better term. So I'm going to use two 3-point arcs. So I'm going to place one. Uh, Here we'll go high up. And again, this I'm just kind of winging. I don't really have dimensions on here, so I apologize if this comes out of proportion. And then from there, I'm going to extrude however thick the material is for the petal. And I'm actually going to change blind to symmetric. What it'll do is it'll cause it to extrude both ways so it's even on that plane. And we'll go with 0.001. Again, I don't know how accurate this is compared to what you have, but I think this will give you an idea on how to make it. Then I'm going to choose pattern, and I want to choose curve. What curve will do is it'll follow kind of like sweep, except it'll copy the item. So I select my petal pattern, and then I select the circle that I drew. And now I can type how many I want. And it's going to be kind of up to you how tight you want it to look. Let's see what 30 looks like. 30's pretty darn close. If I want to bring it in a little tighter, have them overlapping, I can make it a little more, but I think I'll stick with 30. So I hit the check mark and now I've got petals to work with. And you can actually go back, and if you make sketch 1 visible again, you can go to revolve, choose the half circle, and then revolve it, and then change this from full to one direction, and change it to 180, and then it makes kind of that dome in the middle that you usually see on flowers. And I probably should have made the petals taller now looking at the dome, but I think that gives the idea. And if you need to go back and fix it, you can. You can just leave everything alone. And I'm actually going to hide that sketch. I can go back to sketch 3, look at the right view there, and I can actually click and drag up and then drag these in. I can make it kind of a wider petal. I can offset them, whatever looks a little better. You may have to change the pattern as you go and do it, but that's up to you. And as I adjust it, you see it extends it out, and I'll probably have to go back and change the pattern, which again, you can do here. You just double click and you can change this, let's say to 20. And now it's a different pattern. Okay. I hope that helps. Good luck.